Have you ever forgotten to check your yard for any pet messes before guests came over? Came home from a long day of work just to step out of your car and into your dog's waste? Well, I have the solution for you. I'm Jenna, and join me into taking a cleaner step towards a more sustainable direction. Introducing the Garden Doggie. The Garden Doggie is an automatic vacuum that can be installed inside or outside your house and can clean up any unwanted pet messes so you don't have to. It uses advanced sensory technology to locate the waste, transfer it into the main compartment, then runs over the scene of the crime to sanitize. Now you're probably thinking, do I have to clean the vacuum? The answer is no. Every night, Garden Doggie releases safe chemicals and moves microfibers inside the tub to clean itself. Our specialized liquid cleaner for your vacuum can be found also on our website. Unlike our competitors, Garden Doggie recycles animal feces into fertilizer. Simply open the hatch on its back to find a bucket, then remove to use. It also cleans up the messes from other animals who may invade your yard, such as deer, coyotes, and rabbits. According to the HuffPost, the usual pet owner would be using at least 28 bags of plastic per week for their pet's waste. Say goodbye to plastic baggies and say hello to an easier and more sustainable environment for you and your critters.
Very good. So I'd like to turn it over to our panel right now to offer Jenna some questions. So we need to get Jenna on board. Jenna, are you there?
Hi.
Hi, Jenna. Welcome. So I'd like to turn to our panelists to see if you have some questions for Jenna.
Hey, Jenna, this is David Morris. Do you have a prototype of this built yet?
Not yet, but I've been doing extensive research with potential customers who would invest in the product. And I've just been speaking with them, asking them different questions on what they would be interested in, what the product had to offer more than just the fertilizer and my pitch. And it's been going really well, actually.
Okay.
Next question.
Great job, Jennifer. That was really awesome. Good idea. Who would you say your biggest competitors are?
So my biggest competitor is probably iRobot, which is the Roomba vacuum. However, they don't necessarily pick up animal waste, but nothing on the market has what I have, which is turning animal waste into fertilizer and making it more sustainable and environmentally friendly. So I don't have technically an exact competitor, but I do have competitors that do similar things to me, just picking up the animal waste.
Thank you.
Hi, Jenna. Can you tell us what motivated you to start this business?
What motivated me was I just didn't like picking up my dog's poop in my backyard. And sometimes I would have guests come over and they would step in it, and that just isn't ideal for anyone. So it was a bit embarrassing, and I decided, why not make a vacuum that does it for me when I don't have the time?
Thank you.
Hi, this is Natalia from Union Bank.
Hi.
Hi, I was one of the bullpen judges, and I remember your presentation very well, and it gave you top scores. So
Thank
awesome
you.
idea. I really think it's very simple, and it definitely solves a problem for many of us. So I have a question about, where do you go from here? What is your next step? What is your timeline? What do you envision?
So my next step would be gathering some investment money from the potential customers I did interview before. And after gathering some money, I would probably make some prototypes, see what works best, especially prototyping with the installations and the charging station that I want to install as well. I really feel like installing the charging station as well as just prototyping around with the vacuum itself will help the company get off the ground.
All right, good luck with everything.
Thank you.
I like your idea.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Jenna?
Yeah, Jenna, do you have any advisors or mentors that are helping you out right now with this project or this idea?
So my dad is helping me a lot, and my financial literacy teacher, Miss Woods, is also helping me with the idea, just to oversee like how I'm able to contact more people and just really get a wider reach on the product.
Thank you.
Looks like we have time for one more question for Jenna.
Well, if there are no other questions, I have one more question. Jenna, do you have access to any engineers that would help you maybe start the prototype?
I think so, yes. My dad has a couple of people who he could get in contact with, who
That's
he
great.
also helps with companies. So I feel like I could definitely contact them very easy via email, and that would be in my next step.
Great, that's huge because you know you're kind of dreaming, but you also have your reality. You know, people that you could really check in with on
Right.
that. So that's great.
Thank you.
All right, Jenna, thank you very much.
Thank
And
you.
we're going to move on to the next participant.
According to the National Alliance for Youth Sports, around 70% of children stop playing organized sports at age 13. Why is this? Well, the Positive Coaching Alliance claims that the two main reasons why children stop playing are because it's not fun anymore and they lose confidence in their own abilities. These are both problems that can be solved, but only with the right tools. Hi, I'm Nick Rabjohn, and I'm here to introduce to you Team Forum, an intuitive app for youth and high school athletes that helps players and coaches communicate, allows players to analyze game film, and provides athletes with opportunities to actually train efficiently over their off seasons. It's an all-in-one platform that uses the same technology that pros and college athletes have used for decades. There's few competitors in this sector to begin with, and not one has an off-season training program like Team Forum. It allows players to virtually train with certified professionals from all over the world. Let's say I have an aching knee pain after a game. I can get in touch with a qualified physical therapist or yoga instructor that will effectively help me recover. And if I want to find ways to train from home during this pandemic, I can join one of several live strength and conditioning classes from home. The youth sports industry is already a promising one, and teams are becoming more and more organized and increasingly reliant on technology to maximize their performance. We are here to supply their unmet needs. If you work with us, we together can revolutionize youth sports. Join Team Forum and expect nothing short of a championship.
All right, very good. We're going to invite Nick to a live question and answer period. This is Nick from Team Forum.
Hello.
Welcome, Nick. I'm going to turn to the panel now and see if you have questions for Nick about Team Forum.
Hey, Nick, this is Dave Morris. Do you have any advisors or mentors that are working with you on this?
Yeah, so first and foremost, I'm actually in the same financial literacy class as the last competitor, Jenna. So I've been working a lot with our teacher, Miss Woods, on developing this business, developing our business model. Aside from that, I've been collaborating a lot with my own peers. Most of them are athletes themselves. So it's been really helpful being able to receive some feedback from people that would actually use the product itself. And also my mom has an entrepreneurial background, so it's been really helpful being able to, work together with her and try to put this business model together.
Next question.
Hey, Nick, in your presentation, you mentioned that there are relatively few other competitors in the marketplace right now. Can you tell me who those competitors are and how your idea distinguishes you from them?
Sure. So there's two decent competitors in this industry, but really the youth sports industry is on the brink of experiencing a great boom, especially with technology exponentially like becoming more and more relevant in sports. But the two main competitors at the moment there's one app called Huddle, which is an app that uses, really, it's just game film. And it allows, players and coaches it allows coaches to publish game film for their players to watch, and players can, watch that film and take notes. That's basically the whole interface of the app. And then the other app is called Sports Engine, which is purely an app meant for, scheduling and then player to coach communication, with chat features where you can, look at your practice schedule, see your game schedule, and things of that nature. So what differentiates my app is that not only does it combine some of the major aspects that has made those two app platforms relatively successful, but the training aspect of my app, the live and on-demand training offers that my app can bring to the table, is unlike anything that the industry has ever seen before. So those are the two main competitors, but I think that Team Forum has a lot more to bring to the table.
Great answer. Thank you.
This is Natalia. I think it's a very pertinent time to be thinking about these type of apps. I'm looking actually at one for our holiday party for playing games together. So, I mean, I never thought I'd be shopping for something like that one day. So I am really impressed with your idea. And I think that you should definitely go forward with it before those other competitors really catch up on this idea as well and kind of expand their offering. My question is, how do you price, how do those competitors price this product, and how would you price, and where would you get your revenue mostly from?
Right. So from what I understand, Sports Engine is a free app, and I believe they make their money off of ads, whereas Huddle is a subscription-based app. From what I understand, it's a monthly subscription. And the way I would be pricing Team Forum would be a monthly subscription for every individual member on a team to pay. And I settled on a price of a $3 monthly fee. And revenue would be collected obviously through our subscriptions. And we would also be using a lot of marketing methods via social media, via YouTube, and via a lot of like relevant sports channels like ESPN, NBC, and things of that nature in order to, really capture some attention.
Thanks, Nick.
We have time for one more quick question.
Perfect. Great job, Nick. You've been doing a good job answering these questions too. It seems like when it comes to marketing, you kind of have a two-pronged approach. You're going to have to get the student athletes on board and then also the professionals and the trainers, right?
Right.
What's your plan? What's your goal to, how are you going to get these trainers on board?
Yeah, that's a great question, because I feel like I've devoted a lot of my time to the attracting student athletes into this platform and making it a really appealing product for them to use. Yet at the same time, I think it's really important that I address the other side, like you mentioned, the trainers. So the way I've kind of approached that in terms of attracting trainers to come and put out content for this app is I kind of imagined the app to work in a similar way that companies like Uber did, where these trainers would kind of be independent contractors, right? So basically, the way that they would make money is if they give us, let's say they produce a 1 hour on-demand training session, they would make money off of that, and they would be able to make money depending on how many videos or how much content they send our way. So it's really adjustable, and they wouldn't be necessarily full-time employees. They would be able to make money depending on how much content we get from their end.
Great job. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Nick, with Team Forum. We're going to go to our next video.
Hi, my name is Nico Mejia, and I'm here with you today to tell you about the birth of Student Source. My mom is an English teacher, and because of the pandemic, her school was forced to move to virtual learning. She expressed a ton of frustrations about her students frequently missing class, and when I asked her why she thought it was, she responded with one word: money. Not everyone can afford to access all the technology they need to be a successful student. This is where Student Source comes into play. Student Source's main objective is to provide students of all ages with everything they need to be at the top of their class. Student Source does this by providing students with three things: an up-to-date laptop, a mobile hotspot, and an external hard drive preloaded with all of their course content, accessible with the click of a button. To top it all off, Student Source is completely free. Students that are in need can get the help of Student Source free of charge through their school. How do we do this? It's easy. Because Student Source works as an independent service provider, school districts can rent out our products for up to 3 years at a time before having to renew their lease. By providing students with reliable technology, Student Source outworks all other competitors with flying colors. No other product comes near to giving students the accessibility Student Source does. If you want to pass the course, you've got to get Student Source.
Daisy chain jewelry, much like the one I'm wearing today, were the defining symbol of many women's childhoods. Though it started with the simple repetition of bead to string, it required a lot of thought, precision, passion, and it was often our first introduction to expressing our creativity, solving our own problems, and bonding with one another. At the Daily Daisy Project, we turned this simple creative exercise into a nonprofit organization that fosters independence, leadership, and entrepreneurship in teenage mothers. Our society is one that often sweeps the struggles of teenage mothers under the rug. While it demands a healthy parent-child relationship, it deems the personal growth of the mothers almost impossible. So the Daily Daisy Project operates on two main aspects that combine a lucrative fashion market with a sense of community. Making jewelry can be as complex or as simple as one makes it, which means mothers can independently sell their unique creations on a personalized schedule, utilizing the nonprofit's online platform as well as their occasional pop-up store. With the continuous stability of the fashion market, paired with the Daily Daisy's online platform, each creator can have complete autonomy over their own small online shop and develop their own business management skills. Not only is the Daily Daisy Project a great platform to introduce teen moms to a community of supportive businesswomen, it provides an environment that stimulates growth in both the parent and the child. Teen mothers can and must grow with their children. The Daily Daisy Project can string this all together.
Right, very good. Let's have Jade join us live. Let us know when you're there, Jade.
Hello, I'm here.
All right, welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
So we have a panel who's anxious to ask you questions. I turn to the panel.
Okay, Jade, thank you very much. This is David. Why do you think your team is uniquely capable of being a success with this project?
So for right now, it's just me doing it, and I think I'm qualified enough to curate a team of people who are passionate about this project and actually turning this vision into reality, because I've been operating a charity project on my own for about since April now. And although I've been operating it entirely on Instagram, I've done it kind of with a similar idea to what this project is going for. I'm selling my handmade jewelry and donating all of the profits currently to COVID-19 relief. And this project, the Daily Daisy Project, was essentially something that I wanted to do after the pandemic was over. So I think building my experience since April, that's really helped me to gain a view of how social media marketing works, how to gain more partnerships, how to attract new customers. And I think my previous experience will really come in handy once I start this nonprofit.
Thank you.
Great job, Jade. Really great presentation. If someone were to come to you right now and give you some obscene, ridiculous amount of money check, how would you spend that to get your business started?
So for now, one thing I'm very set on doing is building a website that can actually serve as the platform for where everyone can come in and work. And I guess building the website and maybe hiring some people to help me build that website and would help a lot. And something else I want to focus on is social media marketing. So definitely that side is going to be very lucrative in terms of, reaching a wider audience. And yeah, I guess social media marketing and building the website are the top priorities on my list right now.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next question.
Okay, it slips my mind with that. There's a website online that sells handcrafted jewelry, and artists can go directly on there and sell it. So it's one of your competitors. Oh, Etsy. Okay, it came to me. So what are some of your other competitors, and how would you compete with Etsy?
So Etsy and Depop are like the two main competitors that I had in mind when I was trying to like build upon how this nonprofit could work. And I feel like the Daily Daisy project has kind of a unique aspect that sets it apart from like Etsy and Depop, in that it actively builds a community. We're based on building a community of teen moms so they can support each other, but they can support each other not only by like passively like communicating with each other, but also because we push them to actively pursue their passions, and it actually like benefits directly to the business that they're going to start in the long run. So I feel like it has like our nonprofit, it has a market or a group of people that we're going to help that can not only benefit just from selling independently on Etsy, but by selling on the nonprofit Daily Daisy project, they can have like a actual market that's interested in helping that group of people. So that specification, I think, will set it apart from Etsy, Depop, and other stores.
I love that, because it really, basically percentage of those sales will go, instead of, for a profit site like that, it would go to straight back into their community of teen moms. So
Yeah.
I do appreciate that concept. Thank you.
Thank you.
Other questions?
Great job, Jade. Do you have any advisors or mentors you're currently working with, either for this project or the charitable organization you've been working with since, you said, March or April, I believe?
So right now at school, I've been taking the Empowering Entrepreneurships class. So my teacher, Mr. Kim, has really helped me to like plan out a business model and actually think about each step logically. So my teacher, Mr. Kim, has obviously been helping me a lot. And as for the Instagram business that I'm running, I've been reaching out to social media influencers and more professionals in the industry, and they've been generous enough to give me advice on how to increase my engagement and promote my charity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How many of you have been required to stop for a temperature check before being able to enter your work because of the coronavirus? If you find yourself relating to this, you know this process can be long and frustrating, especially when you're in a hurry. Having to stop and wait your turn can cause you annoyance before your workday has even started. Well, there is a product that can solve this specific inconvenience, as well as many others that we encounter daily. Introducing the Thermoban, a lightweight bracelet that takes your body temperature at all times from your wrist using modern-day technology. The Thermoban will always portray a certain color: green, meaning that you have a fair temperature; red, meaning that your temperature is over the threshold and you may have a fever. This bracelet has many benefits. For one, you will no longer have to wait in a long line to take your temperature. You can show the security guard your bracelet, and if it's green, you will be able to enter with ease. This bracelet also comes in handy in public areas. If everyone wears these bracelets, others will know whether or not it is safe to approach a person. If their bracelet is flashing red, one can see and know to keep their distance. Our main target customers are the businesses that are required to check their employees' temperatures at given times. The Thermoban will result in a quick check-in so workers can spend more time working. However, the Thermoban is for everyone because everyone is going through this pandemic together. With this new product, we can solve several conflicts that we are facing right now due to this pandemic. Thank you.
That was Carissa with Thermoban. We'll get her on the screen, and our panel will ask a few questions.
Hi.
You're there? All right, very
Yes,
good.
I'm here.
Right. I'm turning to our panel. Questions for Carissa about Thermoban.
Hi, Carissa. This is David. What sets this band apart from the other competitors that are out there in the marketplace right now?
Yes, so there's no real market or business that just has this ability to show a color while taking the temperature.
Very good. Other questions?
What would be the price of this band?
Society. And also it targets the specific problem that we're facing today.
Natalia, maybe you should re-ask your question.
Oh, yes. What do you anticipate the price of your product to be per band?
Yes, so I actually made a model, just on paper, not an actual model. And to manufacture just a small bracelet, I'd say it's about $10 to $15, and then our target price would be about $25 to $30. So it is very affordable for society.
That's great.
Very good. Next question.
What would be your biggest risks associated with this product?
Yes. So one of the risks, as you know, is that like today in our times, this is very good for the time right now, but in the future, we don't really know what's going to happen in the future. So I guess one risk would be that we would have to start this immediately. This process needs to happen very quickly. It can't wait a couple of years because the vaccine might come in 2 or 3 years. However, I think that still with the vaccine, that this product would be very beneficial, especially because it is very cheap and it is very lightweight and it's easily accessible for society. So yes, I think that this product will still be a sign of the times in a couple of years and even going on.
Thank you.
Hey, Brian here. Completely agree with you. I think this is still going to be something that a couple years from now, people are still going to be concerned about those temperatures. So great answer. What kind of additions to your team do you think you'll need in order to get this off the ground?
Yeah, so I have my design already. I think I know what I want to start doing with everything, but I just need an engineer to actually put this all together. Maybe like a couple scientists that could really make this super efficient and very accurate, because we want to have really accurate results. So we do know if somebody is over the threshold temperature.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next question.
I have a question. If I gave you $20,000 right now, what would you spend it on?
I think I would start spending the money, obviously getting engineers to make an actual prototype and actual model so that I could use this model to kind of go off of and then ask other people what they think about it. Maybe give it to them as people see, oh, look, this person's getting in line or doesn't have to wait in line. They just go right by the line and they're already in the building. More people are going to want to buy it. And that's how my business would really boom.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Carissa, inventor of Thermoban.
You're welcome.